Okay, it's a beautiful day. We are sailing from the Western Isles, or Outer Hebrides as they were when I grew up, and we're heading for Bangor, and I'll show you how lovely a day of sailing it is. Here we go. I'll just swing around to the back here. We might catch just the last shadows of the Western Isles. That's Barra Head in the centre there, and up there behind, well, up there further north is Castle Bay, the Isle of Barra and Battersea. Over here we have, you might be able to see the shadow of Rum and Skye, and doing about 5 knots and about 10 knots of wind. Let's go and have a look at the numbers. Ropes everywhere like usual. Go. 9 knots of actual wind speed for about high 4s, 5 knots. Lovely. Beautiful sailing. Many people have asked about the view over the canopy, so I'm holding this at my eye level, and so I'm standing at the port helm, and that's what I can see. It's fine. If I stand up just behind the lip of the dodger, then I can easily see over the top. And what am I, 172 centimetres without shoes on. 5'7" and a bit for those who grew up with feet in inches. But if I'm standing behind that central part of the dodger, then yeah, I can't see over that, but a taller person could. But it's never a problem. The best thing to do is stand up on the seat there and hold onto that handle in the middle, and it's just fantastic. I'll go and do that now. Bucket of water. So, standing on the seat, here we are, hand holding here, and it's just perfect. If you want to see forward under the solent, yeah sure, you have to crouch down, or just take a step down inside the companionway and look through the front windows, and you can see under the solent. So from inside you can see perfectly forward, slightly obscured from here because of that that bottom edge of the solent, the foot of the solent. Some boats have an even lower solent that blocks the view even more. So what you can see here with the main sheets, I'm just using the starboard side main sheet at the moment. The port side one is all loose and slack, and that's because it's preset for a big ease. So it's really quite fun having 2 main sheets, because you've got 2 main sheets. You can have 2 preset positions. It's kind of handy. Trim with one, leave the other one where it was if you want to go back. Quite like that. There's our solar panels making electricity for us. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe. We've got some line tied around the tube of the tender to keep that nice and steady. lost the screen at the back, so I don't know what I'm pointing at, but I'll just touch it to see if it comes back. Yep, there it is. That's handy. Well, this has gone on for 5 minutes, but people say they want to see the boat sailing, so I might just be quiet and just keep showing how it works. It does work. I'll move up the front, see what we get up there. Might be a bit wobbly while I'm doing that. One hand for the boat. Here's the granny bars, by the way. Haven't said much about those, but they are wonderful. All the lines. There's all the clutches. Spinnaker pole. It's really good the way the spinnaker pole is nested at the bottom. It's very easy to put back in place. You just clip it onto that horseshoe shaped bar and it settles into place resting up against that bracket there. Very easy to work with. Doing its job. Somebody needs to tell me if we've got this sail set right. I'm not sure those telltales are doing what they should. Maybe the ones higher up. Yeah, they seem to be doing a bit better. Dolphin. That was well timed. Another one. There they are. They're just in front. Oh. Well, that's fun. Oh, there's one right under the front there. There we go. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeehaw! Whoa! That's a big one. I hope this isn't shaking too much, but I'm holding it as steadily as I can, but it's not that easy. Do let me know if you can see any improvements I can make to the sail settings. Wouldn't mind a bit more speed, of course, but this seems to be pretty good. At the moment, the wind angle is around about 120 true and about 95 to 100 actual, and we have the centerboard about 2/3 of the way up, so it's just providing a bit of drag. It isn't really needed for countering the lift of the sails, so it's about 1/3 of the way down, and the boat doing really nicely. Alrighty, I'll finish up there and walk back to the cockpit using both hands to hold on. Let me know if you have any questions, folks. Bye bye. Okay, so I've adjusted the sails a little. I eased the solar, and if you can see the telltales up the front there on the solar, the lowest set of telltales, they are now streaming straight out on the outer side of the sail. So that's about bang on, and we've gained a knot to a knot and a half. See if I can get you a better view of that. There we are. That's more like what we want. You can see the telltales. I think you can. So that's better. Let's have a look up there. That's more like it. Up the top, same deal. So that's much better, and we're humming along. So that's a good development. Bye now. This is your kind of sailing, is it?
My kind of sailing.
About 8.5 knots of wind, and we're doing between 4.5, sometimes up to 5. Because, as you can see from the... what are those stringy things called again? The strings on the sails. I've forgotten what they're called. Telltales. God, mental blank. I must be getting Alzheimer's. The outside telltales, even though there's only 8 knots, they're doing the right thing. Anyway, enjoy this.
No dolphins.
No dolphins? Oh, they'll come. Something behind my head on the mast is going creak creak. I'm sure that's going to make me very loud on the video, but it doesn't matter.
No fishy. So is that Jura?
I think that is Jura.
You think maybe that's Islay down there?
Yeah, that could be Islay. Oh, it looks a bit hilly for Islay.
Maybe Mull.
Hard to say.
Look at the map.
Anyway, there we go. Bye. That's the sun getting ready to come up over there in the east. So we are just near the North Passage, I think it's called. I'll show you what we've got. Very calm conditions. At the moment we've got the third reef set on the main and just 2/3 of the staysail out, because we need to wait here for about 6 hours for the tide to be with us to go through the North Passage. Anyway, that's Rathlin Island over there with Northern Ireland behind it. Over here, that's the Mull of Kintyre. Might have heard a song about that. Keep coming around and we see an island called Gaia, and then over here we have an island called Islay, which is where all the best whiskey comes from. That's Port Ellen. Over there you might see some lights of Port Ellen. Over in that bay there is Bangor. And then back out that way, well, that's where we've come from. That's up north to the Western Isles. So what a beautiful morning. Very light winds, and basically we're just pottering around out here for 6 hours waiting for the tides to turn and be in our favour. But what a lovely place to be. I can understand why people like sailing around here. Whichever way you want to go, you're always going to have the wind in your favour to go somewhere interesting. Lovely spot. Okay, bye now.